Have you ever wondered how desire influences our thoughts and actions? In this video, we will explore the fascinating world of Carl Jung's ideas about the power of sex in our unconscious minds. Jung, a renowned psychologist, believed that our desires shape who we are and how we interact with the world. Understanding this can help you unlock secrets about yourself and your relationships. By the end of this video, you'll discover how recognizing these unconscious desires can lead to better self-awareness and healthier connections with others. We'll answer questions like, what role does attraction play in our everyday lives? How can we harness the energy of desire to improve our well-being? Join us on this journey to uncover the hidden forces of your unconscious mind and learn why this topic is not just intriguing, but essential for personal growth. So, stay tuned. Carl Jung believed that our unconscious mind is a treasure trove of hidden desires, shaping our identities and influencing our behavior in profound ways. Imagine your mind as an iceberg. The conscious part is just the tip, while the vast, unseen portion below the surface holds the key to understanding who you truly are. This hidden reservoir of desires can guide your choices and relationships, impacting your life in ways you may not even realize. The journey to uncover these desires can lead to greater self-awareness and authenticity, ultimately transforming your existence. Consider the story of Emma, a talented artist who spent years in a corporate job that drained her spirit. She always felt an inexplicable longing to paint, but societal expectations pushed her to prioritize stability over passion. One day, Emma stumbled upon a beautiful painting in a local gallery, and it struck a chord deep within her. That moment became a catalyst. She began to reflect on her suppressed desire to create art. Emma recognized that her unconscious mind had been quietly whispering, urging her to embrace her true passion. As she began to paint again, she felt a surge of joy and fulfillment, ultimately leading her to leave her corporate job and pursue art full-time. This transformation exemplifies how acknowledging one's hidden desires can lead to significant life changes. Understanding what you truly desire can sometimes feel overwhelming. The first step is to engage in self-reflection. Take time to sit in silence, away from distractions, and ask yourself, what do I genuinely want? Journaling can be a helpful tool. Write down any thoughts or feelings that arise. You might uncover desires that you have buried under layers of daily responsibilities and expectations. Another effective method is visualization. Picture your ideal life. What does it look like? What are you doing? Who is with you? These mental images can reveal insights about your deepest longings. As you embark on this journey of self-discovery, you may encounter resistance. The unconscious mind often protects us from desires that seem risky or unattainable. You might think, what if I fail, or what will others think? These doubts are a natural part of the process. Remember Emma's story. She too faced fears about leaving her stable job. However, embracing those fears and moving forward with courage allowed her to become her authentic self. The energy of desire, when acknowledged, can be a powerful force for positive change, fueling creativity and passion. Moreover, understanding your desires can improve your relationships. When you are in tune with your own needs, you communicate more openly and authentically with others. For instance, if you desire deeper connections, you might find yourself more willing to share your thoughts and feelings, fostering trust and intimacy. On the other hand, when you suppress your desires, you might unintentionally create distance in your relationships. How can you avoid these pitfalls? Start by practicing vulnerability. Share your desires and dreams with those close to you, inviting them to do the same. This mutual exchange can lead to richer, more meaningful connections. In conclusion, delving into your unconscious desires is not merely an introspective exercise. It is a vital step toward personal growth and fulfillment. As you reflect on your hidden longings and embrace them, you open doors to a more authentic life. Just like Emma, you have the power to transform your reality by acknowledging and acting on your desires. So, take that first step today. Embrace your journey and discover the extraordinary life that awaits you beyond the surface. Attraction is a powerful expression of desire that shapes our everyday lives in ways we often overlook. When we feel attracted to someone, it's not just a fleeting moment. It can signify a deep, unconscious connection that resonates with our inner selves. This connection is akin to the magnetic pull of a compass, guiding us toward people who reflect aspects of our own identity, desires, or unfulfilled dreams. Imagine meeting someone for the first time and feeling as if you've known them forever. This phenomenon isn't mere coincidence. It's your unconscious mind recognizing something familiar, perhaps a shared value or a similar experience. Think about a moment in your life when you felt an instant attraction to someone. Was it their smile, the way they spoke, or perhaps an energy that drew you closer? This attraction often stems from an intertwining of desires, yours and theirs. For instance, consider a person who has a passion for art but feels stuck in a mundane job. When they meet an artist, their heart might race, not just because of physical attraction, but because the artist embodies the unfulfilled desire within them. This realization serves as a reminder that attraction can reflect our deepest aspirations, encouraging us to pursue what we truly want. Understanding this dynamic can be transformative. Embracing our desires allows us to channel the energy generated by attraction into creativity, passion, and even personal growth. Imagine a writer who has always dreamed of penning a novel, but hesitates because of self-doubt. When they meet someone who shares their passion for storytelling, that initial spark of attraction can ignite a fire within them. Instead of feeling overwhelmed, they might embrace their desire to write, leading to new insights and an outpouring of creativity. By recognizing the energy of attraction, they can fuel their dreams instead of letting them fade away. However, many people struggle with understanding their desires, leading to unfulfilled connections and missed opportunities. A common scenario is when individuals ignore their attraction to someone because they fear vulnerability or rejection. They might think, "What if I'm not good enough?" Yet this fear often stems from a lack of self-awareness regarding their desires. By taking the time to reflect on what truly draws them to others, they can unlock deeper connections. The journey of understanding attraction and desire can also be likened to a hero's journey. Picture someone who yearns to find their true self and live authentically. They face obstacles, such as societal expectations or personal insecurities, that cloud their vision. But then, through the process of meeting various individuals who resonate with their hidden desires, they begin to awaken to their true self. Each encounter becomes a lesson, guiding them toward acceptance and fulfillment. Embracing these attractions allows them to navigate the complexities of their relationships and emerge stronger and more self-aware. As we delve deeper into the science behind attraction, we discover that it isn't merely a whim of fate. It's a complex interplay of biology and psychology. Research shows that factors like pheromones, shared interests, and even similar life experiences play significant roles in attraction. Understanding these aspects can empower individuals to make more informed choices in their relationships, fostering connections that are not only fulfilling, but also enriching. Ultimately, attraction serves as a compass, guiding us toward understanding our desires and, in turn, ourselves. By acknowledging the power of attraction in our lives, we can harness it for positive change, leading to deeper relationships and a more authentic existence. As you reflect on your own experiences, consider how the connections you form can illuminate your path towards self-discovery and personal fulfillment. The journey to understanding attraction is not just about connection. It's about uncovering the desires that reside within you, waiting to be embraced. Desire is not just a fleeting feeling. It is a powerful force that can propel us toward creativity, passion, and growth. When we acknowledge and harness our desires, we open a door to a world of possibilities. Imagine a writer who dreams of penning a novel but feels overwhelmed by the pressures of daily life. Initially, they may dismiss this desire as impractical, letting it languish in the background. However, by embracing this desire, they can transform their life. This journey can lead them to discover not only their creative voice, but also a deeper understanding of themselves. Consider the story of Sarah, a young woman who always yearned to paint, but chose a stable career in finance due to societal expectations. For years, she pushed her artistic dreams aside, feeling a void in her life. One day, during a particularly stressful week at work, she attended an art workshop on a whim. As she dipped her brush into vibrant colors, something awakened within her. That initial spark of joy reignited her passion for painting, and she realized that her desire was not just a whim, but a vital part of her identity. This brings us to the crucial question: how do we harness our desires for positive change? The first step is to recognize the energy that desire holds. When we acknowledge what we truly want, we can channel that energy into actions that lead to personal growth. It's about shifting from a passive state of longing to an active pursuit of fulfillment. For example, once Sarah recognized her desire to paint, she started dedicating time each week to her art. The more she painted, the more vibrant her life became. This transformation not only brought her joy, but also improved her mental well-being. To effectively harness the power of desire, it's essential to create a plan. Set specific, achievable goals that align with your desires. If your passion lies in writing, perhaps you could commit to writing for just 20 minutes a day. This small step can lead to significant progress over time. As you build momentum, you'll find that your initial desire transforms into a source of motivation that fuels your journey. However, it's important to remember that the path isn't always smooth. There will be challenges and moments of doubt. Acknowledge these feelings, but don't let them deter you. Embrace them as part of the process. Sarah faced criticism when she decided to pursue painting seriously, but she learned to view it as feedback rather than a setback. This perspective shift allowed her to remain focused on her passion and continue developing her skills. As we navigate this journey of desire, we also need to be aware of the potential pitfalls. Sometimes we may confuse desire with societal expectations or external validation. For instance, pursuing a career simply because it is deemed successful by others can lead to dissatisfaction. The key is to differentiate between what you genuinely desire and what others think you should want. This self-reflection can guide you toward a more authentic life. Finally, integrating our desires into our lives can lead to profound shifts. Imagine waking up each day excited about what you're doing because it aligns with your authentic self. When we harness our desires, we not only enhance our own lives, but also improve our relationships with others. People are drawn to those who are passionate and authentic, creating deeper connections. In conclusion, the energy of desire is a catalyst for profound change. By recognizing, embracing, and acting on our desires, we embark on a transformative journey that can lead to greater fulfillment and joy. As you reflect on your desires, remember that taking the first step is often the hardest, but also the most rewarding. Embrace your journey and let your desires guide you toward a more vibrant and authentic life. Recognizing our unconscious desires is crucial for self-awareness. Imagine waking up one day and realizing that the career you chose isn't fulfilling because it wasn't what you truly desired. This realization can feel like a light bulb turning on, illuminating paths you never knew existed. Many people go through life on autopilot, following societal expectations or family traditions, only to discover later that their choices didn't align with their true selves. This can lead to feelings of emptiness or dissatisfaction, creating a gap between who you are and who you want to be. To illustrate this, let's consider the story of Sarah, a talented artist who spent years in a corporate job that drained her spirit. She followed the practical path laid out by her parents, but deep down, she yearned to paint. One day, after a particularly stressful week at work, she stumbled upon an old sketchbook filled with vibrant drawings. This moment sparked a profound realization. She had suppressed her desire to create for far too long. Sarah's journey of self-discovery began as she started to paint again, ultimately leading her to quit her job and pursue a career in the arts. So, how do we uncover these hidden desires like Sarah did? One effective method is through journaling. Set aside a few minutes each day to write freely about your thoughts and feelings. Don't censor yourself. Let your pen flow. Ask yourself what truly brings you joy, what you would do if money weren't an issue, or what activities make you lose track of time. This practice can reveal patterns and desires that your conscious mind might be overlooking. Another powerful tool is mindfulness meditation. By practicing mindfulness, you can quiet the noise of everyday life and tune into your inner thoughts. Focus on your breath and let your mind wander. When distractions arise, gently guide your thoughts back to what you desire. This practice not only enhances self-awareness, but also helps you connect with your emotions, providing clarity on what truly matters to you. As you embark on this journey, it's essential to be patient with yourself. Self-discovery is often not a linear process. It can feel like climbing a mountain with ups and downs. You may find yourself hesitating, unsure whether to embrace certain desires. It's okay to feel conflicted. Remember Sarah? She initially struggled with guilt over leaving her stable job, fearing disappointment from her family. But through introspection and support, she learned to prioritize her happiness. Understanding your unconscious desires can also lead to more informed decisions in your life. When you recognize what you truly want, you can align your choices with your values and aspirations. Imagine being in a relationship where both partners openly communicate their desires. This openness fosters deeper connections and mutual understanding, while suppressing desires can lead to misunderstandings and resentment. Additionally, embracing your desires can lead to personal growth and fulfillment. Each step you take toward acknowledging what you want is a step toward living authentically. This journey can be both exhilarating and terrifying, but it's worth it. As you integrate your desires into your conscious life, you'll find a newfound sense of purpose. Just like Sarah, who transformed her life by embracing her passion for art, you too can create a life that resonates with who you are at your core. In conclusion, recognizing and exploring your unconscious desires is a transformative process that paves the way for self-awareness and personal fulfillment. It invites you to dig deep, confront fears, and embrace parts of yourself that you might have hidden away. The journey may have its challenges, but the rewards, greater happiness, authentic connections, and a fulfilling life are immeasurable. So take that first step today and start uncovering the desires that will lead you to your true self. Understanding our desires is the key to building healthier connections with others. When we are in tune with our own wants and needs, we pave the way for meaningful relationships. Picture a scenario where two friends, Sarah and Tom, have known each other for years. Sarah feels unappreciated in her friendship, but she never expresses her feelings. Instead, she withdraws, creating distance. Meanwhile, Tom is oblivious to Sarah's dissatisfaction, believing everything is fine. This story illustrates a common pitfall. When we fail to communicate our desires, misunderstandings arise, leading to strained connections. Now, let's delve deeper into the importance of recognizing and articulating our desires. When we understand what we truly want, we can express those needs to others. This opens the door to genuine conversations, fostering trust and empathy. For example, if Sarah had shared her feelings with Tom, they could have discussed how to strengthen their friendship. Instead of drifting apart, they could have worked together to create a more fulfilling bond. The process of understanding our desires often involves self-reflection. Many people struggle to articulate their needs because they are unclear about what they want. To combat this, we can start by asking ourselves simple questions. What makes us happy? What do we value most in our relationships? By answering these questions, we can clarify our desires, making it easier to communicate them to others. This clarity not only benefits us, but also helps others understand how to support us better. Another crucial aspect of building healthy connections is the practice of active listening. When we take the time to listen to others, we not only validate their feelings, but also create an environment where they feel safe to express themselves. This mutual exchange fosters deeper connections. For instance, if Tom listened attentively to Sarah and acknowledged her feelings, he could have shown her that he values her friendship. This simple act of listening could have transformed their relationship dynamic, leading to greater understanding and intimacy. However, what happens when we neglect to communicate our desires? Often, unresolved feelings will fester, resulting in resentment. In Sarah and Tom's case, Sarah's unexpressed needs could lead her to withdraw completely, leaving Tom confused about why their friendship has changed. This cycle can repeat in various relationships, whether with friends, family, or partners, creating barriers that prevent genuine connection. The journey to healthier connections doesn't stop at understanding our own desires. It also involves recognizing and respecting the desires of others. Just as we have our needs, so do those around us. When we acknowledge this, we can cultivate empathy. Imagine a couple, Mia and Jake, who often argue because they fail to see each other's perspectives. By taking the time to understand each other's desires, they could bridge the gap between them. Mia might express her need for quality time, while Jake shares his desire for independence. When both parties are willing to listen and compromise, their relationship can flourish. In conclusion, embarking on the journey to understand our desires is a transformative process that can significantly enhance our relationships. By fostering self-awareness, engaging in active listening, and respecting the desires of others, we can create deeper, more authentic connections. As we cultivate these skills, we not only improve our relationships, but also enrich our lives. The question remains, how will you take the first step toward building healthier connections today? Reflect on your desires, communicate openly, and watch as your relationships evolve into something truly meaningful. The concept of the shadow is a powerful element in Jung's theory, representing the parts of ourselves that we often suppress or deny. These can include desires that society deems unacceptable or shameful, as well as aspects of our personality we might find uncomfortable. Imagine, for instance, a talented artist who feels a deep pull towards creativity, but chooses a stable career in finance instead. This internal conflict creates a shadow that looms over their life, leading to feelings of dissatisfaction and unfulfillment. Acknowledging and embracing these shadow desires can lead to profound personal transformation. As we delve deeper into this topic, consider the journey of an individual named Sarah. Sarah always dreamed of being a musician, but she pursued a career in law due to her family's expectations. For years, she suppressed her passion, burying it deep within her. However, one day, she stumbled upon an old guitar in her attic, and the mere sight of it awakened forgotten desires. This moment served as a catalyst, compelling her to confront her shadow. Sarah realized that by ignoring her artistic side, she was denying a significant part of herself. This leads us to an important question. How can we begin to embrace our shadow selves? The first step is self-reflection. Set aside time to think about what desires you've pushed aside. Are there hobbies you once loved but abandoned? Remembering these passions can help illuminate the areas of your life where your shadow resides. Journaling can be a helpful tool in this process. Write down your thoughts and feelings related to your suppressed desires. This will not only clarify your thoughts but also provide insights into your true self. Another technique is to explore your emotional reactions. Have you ever felt a strong reaction, positive or negative, towards something? This could indicate a buried desire. For example, if you feel envious when seeing someone pursue their dreams, it might point to your own unacknowledged wishes. Instead of shaming yourself for feeling this way, use it as an opportunity to explore what you truly want. The transformation from suppression to acceptance is often marked by a significant emotional release. When Sarah finally allowed herself to play the guitar again, she felt a wave of relief wash over her. The act of embracing her shadow not only reignited her passion for music, but also helped her connect with herself on a deeper level. This newfound authenticity allowed her to express herself more freely in all areas of her life, including her law career, where she began to integrate her creativity into her work. But what happens if we fail to embrace our shadow? Ignoring these desires can lead to feelings of emptiness and frustration as they continue to linger beneath the surface. This can strain relationships, as unacknowledged desires often manifest in unhealthy ways. For instance, someone who suppresses their need for creativity might become irritable or withdrawn, affecting their interactions with loved ones. In contrast, embracing your shadow can lead to healthier relationships. When you are in tune with your true self, you communicate more openly and authentically with others. Imagine the difference it makes when Sarah, now confident in her identity as a musician and lawyer, shares her creative insights with colleagues or friends. Her relationships flourish because she is no longer hiding parts of herself. As we conclude this exploration of the shadow self, remember that acknowledging these unwanted desires is not about indulging every whim. It's about understanding and integrating them into your life. This journey of self-acceptance can be challenging, but is ultimately rewarding. By embracing your shadow, you take a significant step toward a more authentic life, filled with passion and fulfillment. So, reflect on your own shadows and consider what transformative potential lies within. Embrace your journey and allow your true self to shine. The journey of integrating our desires into our conscious lives is a transformative process that can lead to profound personal growth and fulfillment. Imagine a hero who has always felt a calling to create art, but has been trapped in a mundane job that offers security but little joy. This hero, let's call her Clara, spent years suppressing her artistic desires, thinking that practicality was the only path to success. Yet deep down, she knew there was more to life than just paying bills. Clara's journey began when she stumbled upon an old sketchbook filled with vibrant drawings she had created as a child. This discovery sparked a flicker of hope within her. However, she was met with an inner conflict. Should she abandon her stable job to chase a dream that seemed so distant? This moment of hesitation is common for many. The desire to pursue a passion often clashes with fears of failure and societal expectations. But Clara decided to confront her desires head-on. She started small, dedicating weekends to painting and attending local art classes. With each stroke of her brush, she felt more alive and connected to her true self. This process exemplifies the hero's journey, a call to adventure, the confrontation of fears, and the eventual transformation. Clara's story illustrates how acknowledging and embracing our desires can lead us to discover parts of ourselves that have long been dormant. As Clara continued her artistic exploration, she experienced a shift in her mindset. The more she integrated her desire for creativity into her daily life, the more confident she became. She began sharing her artwork on social media, receiving encouragement from friends and even strangers. This external validation fueled her internal transformation, reinforcing the idea that pursuing our passions can lead to unexpected rewards. Many might wonder, how can I start my journey of integration? The first step is awareness. Take time to reflect on what truly stirs your soul. Journaling can be a powerful tool in this process. Write down your desires, no matter how outlandish they may seem. Recognizing these desires is crucial because it lays the groundwork for the changes that follow. Next, consider setting small, achievable goals that align with your desires. Clara, for instance, aimed to complete one painting a month. This goal was not overwhelming, allowing her to stay committed while still managing her job. As you accomplish these small goals, celebrate each victory, no matter how minor they may seem. This builds momentum and reinforces the positive changes you are making. Another important aspect of this journey is embracing discomfort. The path to integration is rarely smooth. Clara faced moments of self-doubt and criticism, but she learned to view these challenges as part of her growth. Instead of retreating, she leaned into the discomfort, understanding that it was a sign she was moving beyond her comfort zone. As you navigate your own journey, remember that integration is not a destination, but a continuous process. You will encounter obstacles and setbacks, but these experiences will shape your growth. Embrace them, for they are part of becoming whole. In closing, Clara's transformation from a reluctant artist to a confident creator exemplifies the power of integrating our desires into our lives. By acknowledging our inner yearnings, setting realistic goals, and embracing discomfort, we embark on a journey that can ultimately lead to a more fulfilled and authentic existence. So, as you reflect on your desires, consider how you can take the first steps towards integration today. The adventure may be challenging, but it is one worth pursuing. Understanding your desires is a pivotal aspect of personal growth that can unlock pathways to a more fulfilling life. When you delve into the depths of your unconscious mind, you might discover hidden aspirations and longings that have been suppressed for far too long. Embracing these desires is not merely a self-reflective exercise. It is an essential journey toward authenticity and deeper connections with others. Imagine waking up one day feeling invigorated because you finally accepted what you truly want in life. As we explore this path, envision a character, a hero, who embodies your own struggles and aspirations. This hero, let's call them Alex, always wanted to pursue a career in the arts, but felt pressured to follow a more conventional route. For years, Alex ignored this passion, believing it was impractical. However, one day, after a moment of introspection during a quiet walk in the park, Alex realized that this desire was not just a fleeting whim, but a vital part of who they were. This moment of clarity marked the beginning of Alex's transformative journey. What happens next? Alex faced challenges, of course. The fear of judgment from family and friends loomed large, and the uncertainty of stepping into the unknown was daunting. But with each step taken towards embracing their artistic side, Alex began to feel a sense of liberation. This journey illustrates the profound impact that recognizing and acting on our desires can have on our lives. Now, you might wonder, How can you embark on your own journey of self-discovery? Begin by creating a space for reflection. Set aside quiet time in your day to explore your thoughts and feelings. Journaling can be a useful tool here. Write down your desires, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant. This practice not only helps in clarifying your thoughts, but also makes your desires tangible, transforming abstract feelings into concrete goals. Moreover, seek out experiences that resonate with your passions. If you're unsure of what you truly desire, expose yourself to new activities, art forms, or communities. Engage in conversations with people who inspire you or who have followed their own passions. This can spark ideas and help you uncover desires you may not have recognized before. As you navigate this journey, remember the importance of self-compassion. It's normal to feel fear and hesitation when confronting your desires. Alex, our hero, faced moments of doubt, but through perseverance and self-acceptance, they learned to embrace their artistic ambitions. The transformation from feeling lost to experiencing joy and fulfillment was not instantaneous, but each small step led to a more integrated sense of self. The impact of understanding your desires extends beyond personal fulfillment. It enriches your connections with others. Once you become attuned to your own needs and aspirations, you naturally communicate more openly and authentically with those around you. Imagine that as Alex began to pursue their art, they found a supportive community of like-minded individuals. These new relationships blossomed, filled with mutual respect and encouragement, enhancing Alex's journey even further. Embracing your unconscious desires is an empowering step towards self-discovery and authenticity. By reflecting on what you truly want, taking actionable steps, and fostering self-compassion, you can navigate your own hero's journey. Just like Alex, each of us has the potential to transform our lives by acknowledging our true desires. As you embark on this journey, remember that the path may be challenging, but the rewards of living authentically are boundless. So, take that first step today, reflect on your desires, and commit to embracing your journey toward a more fulfilling life.